right now, Southie, front and center. That's what her grandpa would say, front and center. You know, I've been doing Veterans Day things, and my granddaughters have me go to their schools, and there's not a prouder moment to me when I stand in front of these kids and I wear my shirt. And Mikey'd be proud of this one. Here's something for Sophie to wear when she goes to school on Veterans Day. Hold it. Here is his 101st Airborne patch. His date of his injury, his medals that he's very proud of, and what have you. Furthermore, I want Sophie to always remember that her grandpa was a hero. I put a plaque together with the things I think were most important to Mike. His 101st Airborne patch, his CIB, which he so proudly wore, his Purple Heart, and his Bronze Star. Now, these are things, Sophie, that you could bring to school on Veterans Day and proudly show that your grandpa was a true hero, an American hero. And I want you to have this. You put this in your room. Don't let your mom have it. It's for you. And you put this in your room. Okay, that's for you. You're very welcome, young lady. All right, we're getting winding down here. I would like for Aaron to please stand. Kathy, please stand. It's a very personal thing for me right now. All of you out there that know Mike Kelly, he touched your life, he spoke with you, he shook your hand, he did things, he sent you emails. Well, guess what, guys? This took a lot of time, took a lot of effort. This thing behind me, a lot of time, a lot of effort. Even in California, I know there's only 24 hours in a day. Mike took time away from these two girls, women, girls, whatever you want to call it. A lot of time away from them to help us, to support our entire veteran community, our entire veteran family. It took a lot. I mean, there was probably school plays, dinner was probably cold, there was a number of things. Hopefully not an anniversary or birthday list, but he gave to us, okay, and took away from these girls. And I would just like a round of applause because these girls, you know, gave up a lot so we can have our Mike Kelly. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. Yep.
Almost done. I contacted a couple guys that served with Mike side by side, and I will read a text from them that they asked me to say at the memorial. This is from Bob Smarowski. Mike was a dear friend, a Vietnam buddy, who took care of me in Vietnam and after Vietnam through constant letters, phone calls, and aid. Mike always had concern for his fellow brothers in and out of our unit. Mike Machine Gun Kelly was not a big guy, but he wanted to carry the M60 machine gun and rebuked his return to the rear area. Mike came back into a hostile area and was severely wounded when he easily could have spent the rest of his time in a safe zone, but Mike was all about his brothers in the field. He was proud to be 11 Bravo, and after 40 years, we all stayed in contact. Mike wrote newsletters about our unit and was involved with the Vietnam vets and would do anything to help someone. Me and Mike were best friends in Vietnam. We talked, laughed, complained, but most of all, I would love just to talk with him about art, photography, music in California. I will miss his voice, his correspondence, his caring for me and our fellow comrades. Mike is my last link to a bygone era in my life. I will miss you, brother. Rest in peace. The second one is from Ron Johnson. He lives in Minnesota. I remember the first time I saw Mike. I was dropped into the field along with much needed supplies. As I walked up the hill where the platoon set up the night before, I saw a man cleaning his M60 machine gun. This man was old. I'm guessing he had to be at least 23 or 24. I figured this guy knew his stuff and I wasn't going to let him get out of my sight. He was cleaning his weapon, whom he affectionately called Malfunction. But believe me, this gun never once failed. He showed me the correct way to make it purr like a kitten. He showed me the little secrets of staying alive in a hostile environment, what sea rations to eat first, how to ration water, conserve ammo, even how to obtain and modify batteries for the cassette player he carried with so he could listen to his only Doors cassette tape he had over and over and over. He taught me all the basics, but most of all, he was teaching me life. The more I knew Mike, the more I respected his knowledge and compassion as a great human being. We had long talks in the dead of night about war, religion, politics, and of course family. It was always about family. The last time I saw Mike was when we were loading him into a medevac. I always gave Mike a hard time after that for leaving early. What a slacker. Since then, we have always kept in touch. Mike spoke of his wife Kathy, daughter Erin, and stepson Christopher as if I belonged to the family, Mike's family. I was proud to be a part of Mike's family. Whether it was a call, letter, or email, we were always in touch. Even now, we will always be in touch. Last one! This is a message from Bob Galloway, the author of We Were Soldiers, who was a friend of Mike. You know, this thing with Mike, I got some numbers. I got some people, Kathy gave me some people and whatever. I mean, professors and authors and, you know. Come on, me? Talking to these guys? So, Bob asked me to say this about Mike here at this memorial. Mike Kelly and I have been long-distance friends for many years now, through good times and not so good times. We understood each other's language and the unspoken words that passed between brothers who shared that long-ago war of our youth. We shared a lot of the same friends who came out of that war, and we shared a lot of the same nightmares. We both tried to live up to the challenge laid down by our mutual friend, B.T. Collins, when he said these words: "No whining and no crying. We are the fortunate ones. We survived when so many better men around us gave us their precious lives so that we could live. We owe them a sacred obligation to live every day to its fullest potential, working to make this world a better place for our having lived and their having died. I will remember Mike Kelly for the rest of my days and ask only that he pick out a good landing zone on the other side of the river and mark it with a smoke, because we will be coming along behind him soon enough. Rest in peace, Mike. You are going mad. Bob Galloway." I think that says it all.